Okay, so internet. Internet or network of networks, is the largest computer network in the world that connects billions of computer users. The word internet comes from combination between interconnection and network. So, according to this word internet, you can find out that there are the merging of the two words, that is inter and net. So we can say that, so internet is the combination between interconnection and networks, the connections of the networks. So network is a collection of computers and devices connected via communication channels and transmission media, which allows to share resources like hardware, software, data and information. Generally, nobody owns internet. So it is a collection of some of the devices like hardware devices, software devices, some of data, information. All these are the components of network. And without these components, you cannot define an internet. It is a vast collection of computer networks which form and act as a single huge networks for transport of data and messages across distance, which can be anywhere from the same office to anywhere in the network. So basically, network is a term from which you can connect to the person which is far away from you, in the offices, in the same offices, or anywhere in the world. So it transports the data and the message across the distances, which can be anywhere. So let's start with the history of the internet. First of all, the ARPA is Advanced Research Project Agency. It is the agency which experiments the computer network in 1969, on January 2, 1969. So basically, what is their concept? They don't have the servers but have equal importance and participations to every computer in the network. So without the servers, they are participating with the computer and and doing the experiment on the network. So even if one or two node destroyed, that will not affect the network. So basically, ARPANET is an advanced research project agency, and it is designed by some US defense committee, basically in the government bodies, where you are in exchanging the information or the data from one part to the another part. In 1982, the word internet started. In 1986, first free internet created in Case Western Reserve University. In 1991, US government allowed business agencies to connect to the internet. And now all the peoples can connect to the internet and improve their life and work quality. As we all know, internet support various aspects in our life, and now nobody is living without internet. They all are dependent on the internet, and without internet, the work has not been completed in a very effective and efficient manner. This is the Vinton Cerf, the father of the internet, or we can say the co-designer of the TCP/IP networking protocol. So basically, this is the person who invented the internet and also designed a TCP/IP transfer communication protocol, or we can say internet protocol networking protocols. Protocols means what? Protocols are the some rules and the regulations. So while communicating or exchanging the data or the information over the network, there are some of the rules and the regulations are followed. So this is designed by the Vinton Cerf, who is the father of internet, also a co-designer of the TCP/IP. How to connect to the internet. So here is a picture. There you will find a computer device, a telephone, a broadline MTA, a router, a DCL cable modem, or a internet connection. So through these things, through the telephones, through the broadline MTA, through the router, through the cable modems and other devices like hardware devices, we can say like monitor, CPU, computer, all these are connected through the cables, through the wires, and here some of the wireless network is also present. So this is the way you are connecting to the internet. And now there are some of the internet services provided. Internet provides various services like www, web page or home page, web publications, web browsers, search engines, protocol, internet protocol, DNS, HTTP. URL, HTML, ISAP, emails, news groups, video conferencings, FTP, Telnet, and forum. All these services are provided by the internet. So first is the WWW, the World Wide Web, commonly known as the web, is a system of interlinked hypertext hypermedia documents accessed via the internet. So basically it is a कहते हैं ना एक मकड़ी का जाला World Wide Web. World Wide Web, that means our networks, all the networks are overall in the world, and they are spread in over the world, and this is a system where all the hypertext and hypermedia documents are interlinked with the help of the internet. So hypertext is what? Hypertext is text displayed on a computer or other electronic device with reference to other text that the reader can immediately access, usually by a mouse click or a key press sequence. So first we have to learn about the hypertext. As you all know, whenever you are using a web page or you are surfing on the internet, you will find a text displayed on the computer or any electronic devices. So that text which is displayed on the computer by the single mouse click or the press sequence, that is considered as a hypertext. And what is hypermedia? Hypermedia is used as a logical extension of the term hypertext, in which graphics, audio, video, plain text, and hyperlinks intertwine to create generally non-linear medium of information. So whenever you are having some extension, some logical extensions, as I earlier told you that every document has its own extension. Like if you are making a presentation, its extension is .ppt. If you are making a Word document, its extension is .doc. If you are making a Excel sheet, its extension is .xls. So hypermedia is used as a logical extension, due to which you can find out which type of text is this, है ना? Like graphics, .jpg, audios, videos, plain text, hyperlinks, all these are things can understand by this using hypermedia. So the World Wide Web is famous, or it is spread all over the world, and now today also without this WW you are not using any your internet. So the creator of this WW is Tim Berners-Lee, 1989. He has established this WW in 1989, and his name is Tim Berners-Lee. Here you can see the pictures. Father of WW, and also invented WW while working at CERN, the European particle physics laboratory. So side by side, while doing in the physics laboratory work, European particle physics laboratory work, in his mind he find out that why not invented the WW all over the world. So that's why he is considered as a father of WW, Tim Berners-Lee. Next is, let us know the difference between the web and the internet. What are you thinking, that both the things are the same? Both the terms are doing the same things? No. The difference between these two is that internet is a collection of networks that connect billions of business, government agencies, educational institutions, and individuals. So internet is what? Which connects all these things. The work you are doing in education sector, the work you are doing in the home, the business, the government agencies. So all of these are connected through the internet. So there are the millions of peoples, millions of departments, millions of sectors are connected to this collection of networks they have. But WW is what? WW is the means we use to access the information over the internet. WW is a term which is basically used for finding the information, finding the data over the internet. So internet is what? Collection of networks. WW is what? A area, a page, or a term where you can access the information. So they both have different communication protocols. The special link that enable users to jump from one place to another on the web. So hyperlink is used there, where which enables users to jump from one place to another on the web. Next is web page. Now we will learn about the web page. So we have learned about the internet, the WW. Now moving towards another term, that is web page. A web page is a document or resources of information that is suitable for the World Wide Web and can be accessed through a web browser and displayed on a monitor or a mobile device. So basically a page. You can understand by its term, web page. Page is what? A document or the resource of information. So basically on the World Wide Web, you are accessing the information on these web page and can be accessed through the web browsers. So there are some of the web browsers are here. You have know some of the web browsers which is displayed on the monitor, output devices or the mobile devices, handy devices. So on the www, with the help of this www, you can access the information on these document, on these resources of information. So web page is a document. Here the information is usually in HTML or XHTML format. HTML means hypertext markup language format and may provide navigation to other web pages via hypertext links. So there are the different there are the multiple number of web pages are there in the on the over the internet, you can say. So you can you have that links between those hypertext links between those web pages so that you can navigate to the other web page from one web page. So the information which is shown on the web page is in HTML format. It can contain text, graphics, audio, video and has built-in connections or links to the other web documents. So basically what is that? This web page includes various types of information in various information types. Information can be your text, information can be your graphics, information can be your audio, information can be your video and any other connections or the links on those web pages or the documents. So basically what you are doing on the web page, you are searching all these type of information over there. So next is a web page has a unique address called a uniform resource locator, URL. जब भी आप कोई whenever you are searching something on over the internet, what you are, for example you want to search computer over there, so you type computer on the Google and there you will find that and there you will find that some of the IP addresses given over there, over that like HTTP dot and something like that. So that is the uniform resource locator. Uniform resource locator means it is a unique address of every web page. That means a web page has its unique address and a uniform resource locator. Okay, so this unique address will move towards the move this web give you the location of that web page. So that locator gives you the unique IP address over there. Next is the web browsers. Web browsers are software application for retrieving, presenting and traversing information resources to the World Wide Web. Basically it is a application, we can say, or it is a software applications where you are retrieving the information, presenting the information, traversing the information or updating the information resources on the www, that is World Wide Web. It allows you to locate, view and navigate the web. It can have a graphical user interface, meaning they can display pictures in addition to text and other forms of multimedia such as sound and video like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Chrome and Opera, or can be text-based like Linux or links. So basically you are working on the Google right now, or Mozilla or Firefox or Chrome. These Chrome, Opera, these Google on the web, they are working on the web browsers only. So whenever you are searching the thing over internet, first of all you have to type those things on web browsers. These web browsers help you to locate or view the information or navigate the web. These web browser is used for retrieving the and presenting the information, and such as like Internet Explorers, any type of information you can find out on these web browsers, and this will help you to view all the type of information you want to. So basically first web browser was developed in 1991 with the Mosaic Name is Mosaic, developed by Mark Andreessen. Mark Andreessen is the one who developed the first web browsers in 1991. So Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Chrome and Opera are the examples of these web browsers. These are the examples of web browsers. Here you can see the pictures, the logo of the web browsers. Different types of web browsers are here. Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Safari, Opera Mini, Netscape Navigator, and you can see the logo over there. With these logos, you can identify which type of web browser is this. Like Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox have this some fire in it. Internet Explorer have this E over there. Safari has its own directions. Opera Mini has O in it, and Netscape Navigator has an over there. So by viewing these logos, you can find out which type of web browsers are these. And currently most of the millions of people are using Google Chrome over there. Now let's discuss about the term protocol. I have already told you protocol is must. You can say that at every stage of life or everything you are doing over the day or the night, you have your own rules and the regulations or the ideologies. Likewise, internet has its own protocol. Protocol term is what? Protocol term is a set of guidelines or the rules. It is a set of guidelines or the rules. So communication protocol is a formal description of message formats and the rules for exchanging those messages. As you all know that each and everything has its own format, has its own way to do the things. So while communicating the information over the internet, it has its own message formats, has its own rules for exchanging those messages. So communication protocol term is a thing where you have the formal description of these formats and the rules while for communicating the or exchanging the information from one device to the another. Next, the format that agreed to transfer data between two devices. You can say if you are transferring a data or the information from one device to the another device, so it has some of the formats like hypertext transfer protocol HTTP, internet protocol IP, file transfer protocol FTP, simple mail transfer protocol SMTP, networks news file transfer protocol, transmission control protocol, or normally used together with the IP. So these are, you can see, transfer protocol, internet protocol. Each thing has a term protocol. All these are considered as a formats of the messages to transfer messages or the data between the two devices. So with the help of these protocols, you can exchange the information or the message from one device to the another device. Now let's start with the term electronic mail. Electronic mail is what? Electronic mail is a type of what do you understand? If you are having any idea about the electronic mail, what you can say about this term? So electronic mail is a written message that is sent and received over the internet, है ना? यही तो होता है. आप जिस समझते हो, आपके पास कोई भी मैसेज है रिटन फॉर्म में, है ना, और आप उसको कहीं दूर से किसी और जगह भेजना चाहते हो, तो आप उसे रिटन मैसेज को ही इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेल कहते हो. और अगर इंटरनेट पे हो रहा है, दैट्स व्हाई इट कंसिडर एज अ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक with the help of some electronics machines or the things. So the message can be formatted and enhanced with the graphics and may also include other files as attachments. So before learning these things, we can say that electronic mail is one of the most widely used services of internet. Basically, it is a service of internet, and it is most widely used over the world. This service allows us, an internet user, to send a message in a formatted manner. Mail means a formatted manner to the other internet user in any part of the world. For example, I am here in the Muradabad and someone is out of the country, India, so I want to exchange any information or to transfer any data or the information. So with the help of the email, I can transfer that message or the data or the information in a formatted manner. So message in mail not only contain the text, so the thing we are transferring, the message we are transferring, or the data or the information we are transferring, it is not only the text, it can be images, videos, audios, or any other data which is related to the graphics. No? So not only the text we are exchanging or transferring over from one area to the another area, we can also transfer the images, the audios and videos data. The person who is sending mail is called the sender, and the person who receives the mail is called the recipient. So it is just like a postal mail services. पहले एक होता था ना कि like एक चिट्ठी हाथ से चिट्ठी लिख के दूसरी जगह पोस्ट करनी पड़ती थी, तो वो आपकी नॉर्मली एक मैनुअल वे में आपकी वो इंफॉर्मेशन ट्रांसफ़र हो रही थी एक जगह से दूसरी जगह. यहाँ किसी नेटवर्क्स के थ्रू, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन्स के थ्रू, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइसेस के थ्रू और इंटरनेट के थ्रू आप एक अपनी मैसेजेस को भेज रहे हो एक जगह से दूसरे जगह, तो उसे हम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेल कहते हैं. और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेल में भी कुछ फॉर्मेट्स होते हैं अपने, ठीक है. सो इट इज जस्ट लाइक अ पोस्टल मेल सर्विसेज. एंड लाइक ऑर्डिनरी मेल, ईमेल हैव एड्रेस, है ना, उसका एक अपना एड्रेस होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल anupama.verma@gmail.com या www.tmu.ac.in. So an email address identifies an email box to which email messages can be delivered. So most email on the internet uses the simple mail transfer protocol. तो जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मेल है वो किस फॉर्मेट को फॉलो करता है, जो अभी हमने प्रोटोकॉल्स पढ़े थे उस प्रोटोकॉल्स के फॉर्मेट्स को किसको फॉलो करता है, SMTP को फॉलो करता है. सिंपल मेल ट्रांसफर प्रोटोकॉल को यूज करके ही हम अपने मैसेजेस को एक्सचेंज कर सकते हैं, ठीक है. So some of the basic here are some of the basic components of email system. We can say that there is a user agent. A user agent is normally a program which is used to send and receive mail. Sometimes it is called the mail reader. The person or the program which is used to send and receive mail, it accepts variety of commands for composing, receiving and replying to messages, as well as for manipulation of the mailboxes. So this is a user agent. Message transfer agent is what? It is responsible for transferring of mail from one system to the another system. It sends a mail. A system must have client MTA and system MTA. It transfers mail to mailboxes of recipients if they are connected to the same machine. It delivers mail to the peer MTA if destination mailbox is another machine. So the delivery from one MTA to another MTA is done by the simple mail transfer protocol. So basically this simple mail transfer protocol is considered as a message transfer agent. And the third component is that mailbox. Mailbox is a file on local hard drive to collect all the mails. ये जो आपके Gmail आप ओपन करते हो उसमें बहुत different types of mails given होती है, तो उस different types of जो जितनी मेल्स आपकी बहुत सारी मेल्स आपकी Gmail पे पड़ी होती हैं तो आप उसको mailbox ही बोलते हो. So mailbox is a file on local hard drive to collect mails. Delivered mails are present in this file. The user can read it, delete it according to his or her requirement. To use a email system, each user must have mailbox. So to access to mailbox is the only to owner of the mailbox. The one who has its own Gmail ID having the passwords over there can access the mailbox. And the last is spool file. This contains mails that are to be sent. User agents appends outgoing mails in the file using SMTP. So you can extract some pending mail from spool file for the delivery. For example, if you send a mail and it will showing you a pending over there, so that pending mail is will be shown you in the outbox, है ना. आउटबॉक्स बोलते हैं ना आउटगोइंग मेल्स, तो वहाँ पे क्या होता है उसे हम स्पूल फाइल ही बोलते हैं. वहाँ पे वो वाली फाइल्स कलेक्ट हो जाती हैं जो कि हमारी pending list में है. So whenever user have to send a message, a system checks recipient's name against Alias database. If mailing list is present for different areas, separate message one of each entry in the list and must be prepared and handed to the MTA. So all these are the components. There are the three components we have studied. So now what are the services provided by the email systems? You can see here, ये तो बहुत पुराना यहाँ पे email system का लिखा हुआ है इसके पीछे का। ये आप थोड़ी मतलब अभी राइट नाउ इंटरनेट एक्सप्लोरर या गूगल क्रोम पे भी आप अपने जीमेल आईडीज को चला सकते हो। सो ये आपका इंटरनेट है। व्हाट आर द सर्विसेज प्रोवाइडेड बाय द ईमेल सिस्टम्स? द कंपोजिशन रिफर टू प्रोसेस दैट क्रिएट्स मैसेजेस एंड आंसर्स। फॉर कंपोजिशन एनी काइंड ऑफ टेक्स्ट एडिटर कैन बी यूज्ड। सो कंपोजिशन क्या है आपका? आप किसी भी मेल, किसी भी टेक्स्ट को, किसी भी चीज़ को आपको कंपोज करना है, उसको राइट करना है, क्रिएट करना है, कोई भी मैसेजेस या रिप्लाईज को, तो आप कंपोज करते हो। नेक्स्ट इज ट्रांसफर। ट्रांसफर मीन्स सेंडिंग प्रोसीजर्स ऑफ मेल दैट इज फ्रॉम द सेंडर टू द रेसिपिएंट। Reporting means reporting refers to the confirmation for delivery of mail. It helps users to check whether the mail is delivered, lost or rejected. So this is the reporting is a term which confirm that your mail is delivered to the other party or your mail is lost or your mail is rejected. So this is the reporting term. Then next is displaying. Displaying refers to present mail in the form that is understood by the user. And disposition, this step concerns with the recipient that what will recipient do after receiving mail, that is saving the mail, deleting the mail, reading the mail, or deleting after reading. So these are all the services provided by the email system. Now we can also discuss over here what are the advantage and disadvantage of email. If there is a term, it should have its own disadvantage and advantages. So advantages of email is what? Advantage of email is that it makes the convenient and fast communication with the individual. So while having electronic mail, the communication will become very convenient and fast or over the with the individuals or globally, we can say. Next, second advantage, we can say that it is easy, with the help of the electronic mail, it is easy to store and search for the past messages. आपके जो भी मैसेजेस सेव हो रहे हैं, आपको सर्च करने में बहुत ही ईजी रहता है। थर्ड एडवांटेज इज व्हाट? Ability to send and receive attachments such as documents, images and videos. So electronic mail, through this electronic mail, it makes us convenient to communicate the messages, but in a very different documents, different type of documents. You can send the audios, the images and videos, और ये बहुत ही convenient हो गया है हमें ट्रांसफर करने के लिए। And also it is cost effective and compared to the traditional mail and fax. So in the previous years or in the last few years, we are using these fax or the traditional mail things. So we can overcome from these terms, and this electronic mail help us to make to transfer the information in a convenient manner and effective manner. And also it can be available 24/7 hours. It 24/7 हमें अवेलेबल होगा. You can access over the laptop, you can access over the mobile phone, you can access everywhere, but at the end you know your Gmail ID or the electronic mail ID and the password. Next is the disadvantage of email. What are the disadvantage of emails? So disadvantage of email, like first is like risking of spam and phishing attacks. Phishing attacks आपको ही पता है, spam mails आपको पता है. तो after these spams and phishing attacks ही हमारे कंप्यूटर को रिस्क में डाल सकते हैं. Overwhelming amount of emails can lead to information overloaded. emails, जितनी भी हमारी ये emails होती हैं, ये हमारी important information को overload कर देती हैं. Can lead to decrease face-to-face communication, loss of personal touch. Yes, we all know that we can transfer our messages or the data or the information from one person to another person, but that creating a less communication, less face-to-face communication and less personal touch. And also we can say that potential for miscommunication due to lack of tone and body language. As you all know, we are writing the messages or the text over here, so that creates a miscommunication with the by these written messages, है ना, due to lack of tone and body language. You can't understand what the other person is saying and in which tone they are saying. So also like disadvantage, like technical issues such as server outages can disrupt email services. Technical issues is very important disadvantage, very disadvantage of electronic mails. And at last, it is important to use email responsibly and effectively. For example, by keeping the subject line clear and concise, use proper etiquettes, and protecting against security threats. So all these terms are the considered as the disadvantage of the electronic mail. So you understand, this is electronic mail plays a very vital role in our lives. Through this we can send the information or the data from one area to the another divide, or you can say globally we can communicate with the other person. Next is the picture of this electronic mail. Now discuss about some of the advantage of internet, as we are right now discussing about the internet. So let's have a look on the advantages of internet. So there are some points written here, like communication, research, education, like financial transaction. So for updates, so these are the less terms I have used here. Advantage of internet. We can discuss other benefits also, other advantages also. So so internet connects computers all over the all around the world. As you all know, internet is what? It connects the computer all over the world through a vast global network, है ना. It makes it possible for data to be transferred among two or more computers which is linked via network ना. ये आपकी possibilities को बढ़ा देता है अपने डेटा के ट्रांसफर करने की. It also makes it easier to send communications via chat, audio, video conferencing, etc. So basically it is a very helpful tool for understanding and exploring a range of subjects. Through the internet, we may interact with the people who are located in other countries. So basically, क्या है? It plays a very important role in our lives. It connects the other computers over the world globally. So advantage of internet is what? As we all know, sending email, finding information. So this is the term. Sending email is what? Email allows you to send and receive messages from anybody with an internet connection. So basically here the term communication we have discussed. You can communicate from one device to the another device. You can communicate one person to another country. You can also find research. You can also find information over there. Internet has information available on practically every subject. It is a useful tool for researching and communicating about various kinds of topics. Like now, research is what? You can search or research any type of information over the internet. It has all the no, all the information about each and every topics. Next is education. In education, internet plays a very big role. You can search out various information. You can make the assignments, you can make the projects, you can also watch the YouTube videos for learning something new and any topic. So internet is very important in the education field also. Next is for update financial transactions, like making online payments, finance and banking. So you may monitor your bank accounts balance, perform transactions and transfer funds via internet. Additionally, a lot of providers let you check and pay bills online. So the term financial transactions, nowadays you can see that Google pays in the market, like Phone Pay, like Paytm. So all these applications are run by which thing? Internet thing. With the networks they are running. So these financial transactions, these things you can monitor your bank accounts, you can monitor your you can perform some transaction with the help of the internet. So it is a big advantage of internet. And communication is like chatting is a feature that allows internet users to connect from any location around the globe despite the physical separation. It seems as though you conversing with the other person, that the family the persons are far away from one family to another family. So with the help of these features, like some applications like WhatsApp, like video conferencing, videos, video calls, this creates a connection between the person who is far away from us, and despite the physical separation, it seems that you are conversing with the other person. So in the field of communication, internet gives a major role. Online shoppings, we can say, with the help of the internet, we may shop without leaving our home. Because of online retailers, through the internet you may order the products that will supply to your home. Entertainment, you may enjoy viewing movies and listening to the music over the internet, with a which offers a huge selection of both. With the help of the internet, you can surf, you can enjoy, you can this is a source of your entertainment, you know. So you may enjoying these things nowadays. And the next is playing games. Playing games is also an advantage of internet. There's a huge selection of games available on the internet that you may play interdependently or with fellow internet users. So all these terms are the advantage of internet. We can say that in schools and colleges, so places where the internet is used, you can say. ये तो अभी हमने कुछ टर्म्स पढ़ी एडवांटेज की. अभी हम पढ़ लेते हैं. अभी we can study that what are the places where the internet is used. So first, schools and the colleges. The internet in school and colleges is very useful, as teachers and professors who can use the internet for educational and learning purposes. You can say that in schools, universities, colleges, the teachers, the professors, as well as the students also use the internet for education learning purposes. It also helps students to learn and search for new technologies, tools and methods. All these terms we can say with the help of the internet. And the internet is placed in the schools and the schools and the colleges. This internet helps to the students also, as well as the teachers and the professors also. They can search out, they can learn the new technologies, new tools and methods. And also the professors can enhance their teaching skills, education and learning purposes. Second is places where the internet is used in offices. The internet is very essential for various office tasks, like sending emails, forwarding documents, data processing, video conferencing, searching for information. So in the offices, internet is also mostly used, and it is very useful. Why? Because it provides you the benefits like doing various type of tasks, like sending emails, forwarding the documents can be images, videos, audios, or data processing. Or you can set or schedule a video conference meeting over the meeting from one country to another country with the help of the internet. Or you can search the information over the internet. So it is very helpful in the offices also. In the banks, we can say, third is in the banks. The internet in banks is useful for providing benefits of online payments and other online financial services to the customer. We can say customer services like problem redressal are also provided by banks using the internet. So in the banks, with the help of some hardware software devices, with the help of these internet, अगर हमारे हार्डवेयर सॉफ्टवेयर डिवाइसेस ही नहीं होंगे तो हमारा इंटरनेट का क्या यूज है ना. तो the help of these hardware software devices and the internet in the banks, internet brings you a provide you benefits like online payments, online financial services. You can track your balance, you can also check your transactions. So all these terms is done by the internet. So it is also helpful in the banks also. Next is household. Household is like internet connection is very useful for different personal tasks like sending mails, making online payments, watching movies and playing music, making video calls. So in the household also, internet is important and it is used to do video calls, to watch the movies, to watch the series over the series on the TV. You can make video calls, you can play music like Alexa, है ना, Alexa, or with the help of YouTube. So nowadays there are some of the fibers are there, you can also, and these internet fibers help you to help in the source of the entertainment in the household. So in the house there are also different tasks to perform with the help of the internet. Shops, then the last is shop. The shop is the place where internet is used. It plays an important role in shops like and retail markets. It helps you to make and sell the products on online orders. It can be take with the help of this you can schedule your online orders also. So these are the places like shops, like households, like banks, like schools and offices, like in the households, in the offices. So these are the places where the internet is used, and with the help of these communication, research, education, financial transactions, these are considered as a advantages of internet. So in short we can say that the term internet refers to a collection of different services and information. It is a useful tool for researching and communicating about various kinds of topics. We can communicate with individuals sitting in distant regions via the internet. The internet enables information transfers between two or more computers connected by the network. And the internet provides a means of enjoyment in addition to serving as a source of information and communication. So basically, in a summarized way, there are the lots of advantages of the internet, and nowadays without the internet very we are working in a very less effective manner. With the help of the internet we are doing all of the work, and yes, we can say that we are dependent on the internet nowadays. Let's move towards the advantage. Communication, I have told you, it is a process of transmitting and receiving symbol, data, images, text, document, graphic, etc. by various computer devices. ये मैंने आपको verbally बता ही दिया. It include the process of collecting, processing, distributing, sharing, retrieving, transferring and storing the information. Internet is now being a main communication tool using video conferences, internet, phone, messengers, email, etc. In the term second is in the term of research. In order to do research you need to go through the hundreds of books as well as the references, and that was one of the most difficult jobs to do the earlier. So research is one such thing which has got lots of benefit from the evolution of internet. With the help of the internet we can do any type of research in the particular area. Education is one of the best things that the internet can provide. There are number of books, references books, online help centers, experts views and other study oriented material on the internet that you can make the learning process very easier as well as fun learning experience. So internet provides you the vast range of knowledge or the information in the education sector. It provides you the references books, it provides you the number of books, it provides you some of the expert views, some study materials, anything you want to search which is related to your education. So this is one of the education is one of the best thing that the internet can provide you over the worldwide. Next is financial transaction. Financial transaction is the term which is used when there is an exchange of money. As you all know, what is a financial transaction? When you want to exchange money, है ना? So with the use of the internet in the financial transaction, your work has become a lot of easier. ये जो आपका इंटरनेट आ गया है और जब आपको मनी को एक्सचेंज करना है तो इंटरनेट बहुत हेल्पफुल रहता है, बहुत इससे हमारा काम बहुत इजी हो गया है. विद द एबिलिटी टू डू द फाइनेंशियल ट्रांजैक्शन इजीली ओवर द इंटरनेट यू कैन परचेज और सेल आइटम सो easy. Like you can order something and you can do Google payment, you can do Paytm, you can prepaid your prepaid your the amount. These all the terms can be terms. These all the terms can be comes in the financial transactions. Now let's discuss about the advantages of the internet. Here you can see the picture and also the points which is under the disadvantage of internet, that the theft of personal information, spamming, malware threats, social isolation, obesity and depression. So all these are the terms of these terms can be considered as a disadvantage of internet, we can say, है ना? So let's discuss about these things. Theft of personal information. The use of internet for banking, social networking or other services often makes our personal information vulnerable to theft. Unscrupulous hackers can access all our sensitive information through unsecured connections by planting phishing software. So basically, whenever you are searching over the internet or you are writing some personal information, you are adding some personal information over the internet, so this creates a very big disadvantage for you. Somehow if you are using unsecured connections, if you are using any other services which is not secured over the internet, then this becomes that your personal information get may leaked. So the use of internet for banking, social networking or other services, you can and other services, you should be very vigilant while while adding the information, your personal information to the internet. There are various malicious users, hackers and computer hackers that can steal your personal information and hack accounts, which can be used for identity theft and can be harmful for you to you personally. So as the internet connects all computers to each other, so hackers can quickly identify what computers are vulnerable to attack by scanning millions of computers. So additionally, the internet also enables students to find others to do their homework and other ways to cheat on their studies. So while using the internet, we can aware of these unsecured sites and do not add your personal information over there. Spamming is what? Spamming refers to the sending unwanted emails which serves no purpose and needlessly obstruct the computer system. Basically those emails which we don't want, which has no purposes, which is needless, we don't need those emails, those documents or those messages. So spamming these documents considered as a spam messages, we can say. So spammers usually use bots and bombard the receivers with an endless line of advertisements. This can prove to be increasingly perplexing as it keeps getting missed with our important emails. The internet is the as you all know, the internet is the best place to advertise any services or product as compared to the traditional advertisement like TV method, newspaper method or radio methods. So jo TV, newspaper, radio, in these terms are used before in the past few years. After the establishment of internet becomes a very good place to advertise anything. So but you might see that there are some of these spam in your inboxes or the junk mail, we can say, in real life, because digital advertisement can be sent on massive scales. So these spamming, these advertising, unwanted advertising can make your computer virus attacks, है ना? So do not use these spam messages over there. So these spamming becomes the disadvantage of internet. Next is malware threat, we can say. Malware threats, we can say that one of the most annoying problem with the internet is the ease with which any malware can affect our computers. Virus programs are inconspicuous and may get activated simply by clicking a seemingly harmless link. So computers connected to the internet are extremely prone to the IP targeted virus attacks that may end up crashing the system completely. So these are the threats which makes your computer in these threats are the threats which crash your computers with some viruses, है ना? So we can say that there are some of the various malicious attacks, or we can say most internet have those most of the sites are not secured. That's why they have the viruses attacks. By using these sites, you may end up by crashing the system completely. So this is also a disadvantage of internet. Next is the social isolation, obesity and depression. As we all know, the biggest problem with having the internet is that its ability to create rifts between the real and the virtual world. As we all know, we are after the establishment of internet, we all are dependent over on the internet, and we are slide by slide, or slowly we are moving far away from this real world. We are dependent on the virtual world. We are focusing on the virtual world. So this became a very biggest problem for us, as we are creating a rift between the virtual world. And there is an addiction for everything that pertains to the web, and that includes excessive surfing, online gambling, social networking, and gaming addiction. Now, after this internet, we all are spending more time on the internet only. We are doing accessing surfing, scrolling the Instagram, online gambling, social networking, and playing the games. Uh, Playing the games. Since all these problems are so deeply linked with one another with the internet, and it isn't uncommon for people to be afflicted with multiple issues. This may lead to the social isolation, obesity, and depression. And if you are surfing the internet frequently, playing games, and spending too much time on the computer, may lead you to the obesity and unhealthy lifestyle. Also, a person who spends too much time on the computer can face a problem like carpal tunnel syndrome, as a computer requires a lot of repetitive movement. So you are required to move your body parts to operate the computer. If you are typing and moving hands to the mouse, repetitive actions, understanding these things. So the internet also becomes a reason which led to a depression, as many people tend to compare their lives with others on social networking sites. As I already told you, if you are scrolling over the internet, every people becoming social, every people make their life social on the internet. So this may leads to a depression, as they are comparing each other. So social networking sites provide users the option to make thousands of friends and communicate with each other. There are also available online games that allow players to communicate with others. Although social networking sites can give you benefits to find new connections all over the world, and you may find yourself disconnected from the real world or the real friends. That's why it creates a rift between the real and the virtual world, and this led to a social isolation, obesity, and depression in the human beings. So this has also become a disadvantage of a internet. There are other disadvantage also, like you are not never being able to disconnect from the work. Internet is the best creation to offer connectivity and enable people to work from everywhere. Therefore anyone can accept you to be available anytime to work, like we can say work from home, and work from home is done with the help of the internet. So you are never being able to disconnect from the work when indulging in the work so much. There are also disadvantages like pornography and violent images. In the modern times, there is a huge amount of content available on the internet. Also, there are various resources that contain a large amount of data which is related to this pornography and violent images. So accordingly, user can see pornography and violent images that may not want to see while using these sites, due to which the kids and the students can lead to harm themselves, and can they are going on the wrong path. So internet also creates these things also. Buying trollers, stalkers, and crime. A person who use internet very frequently can face abusive or trolls people. Another issue is, like we can say, cyberbullying is also increasing rapidly over the years. Sometimes you can be tracked on the internet by hackers or unauthorized persons. They can be harmful to you by stealing your personal information. So cyberbullying, cyber attacks, we can say that if you are spending more time on the internet, so it will be easier for hackers to find out your personal information through various means, to run business without as much fear of being caught. And the web deep and the hidden places on the internet can also be a place for criminals. So additionally, there are several peoples that provide criminals more way to solicit their goods. So do not spend so much time on the internet. Do not share your personal information over the internet, which may create a cyber crime or the cyber bullying over the internet. So in with this internet, these things were also developing. Addiction, time waster, and causes distractions. So if any person is spending much time on the internet connected devices, he can be addicted to the internet. An internet addictive person can lead to spending his precious time on the internet rather than doing something productive. Thus, anyone who is addictive to surf the internet can hamper workplace productivity as well. So all these terms, like isolation, obesity, like we can say malware threat, spamming, theft of personal information, these are the terms create a disadvantage of the internet. We can say using many fact using frequently using the system, sorry, internet, or not using the secured site can infect your system from various viruses that can damage your valuable data, and which is difficult to recover. So these viruses enter the systems through USBs, CDs, CIDs, and the internet. So also because of viruses, your system can become totally worthless. So it is very important to use the internet in a very appropriate manner. Sorry, next is the conclusion. So at last I can conclude this topic internet, that on one hand, make best use of internet with careful planning and proper management. Putting a business on the internet can make it more effective and productive, we can say. However, understanding and knowing how the rapid changes and various complex issues that can be encountered in getting the business onto the net is imperative to its success. So at last, the internet, I can say that internet is the most unlimited source of the information for anyone who can access it, be it communicating with the people sitting at another corner of the world or addressing thousands of people together. The internet has made it possible for all of us within seconds. And also, it has a revolutionized education in schools, empowering students with the access to a world of knowledge and resources. It has equalized educational opportunities, enhance classroom experiences, and promote extracurricular learning through, thus shaping the way of students to learn and grow. So internet help these things. And also we can say that it is a global network of billion of computers and other electronic device, and with the internet it is possible to access almost any information. You can communicate with anyone else in the world, and to do much more. You can do all of this by connecting a computer to the internet, and which is also called going online. So at last, I can say that you can understand this part of the internet, this topic internet, and some of the basic terms in the topic of internet: disadvantage, advantages, web pages, web browsers, some of the services which is provide the internet. So thank you all of you, and take care.